Hi, this is Dr. Barbara Blackburn, author of Rigor is Not a Four-Letter Word and over 30 other books, top 30, global guru in education, and an international speaker, and someone who loves working with teachers and with leaders in education. And today we're going to look at a very small topic, but one that is really important, which is, what if I want to increase the rigor of my traditional assessments? I don't want to change them. I just want to increase their rigor. So we're going to look at two kinds. We're going to look at true-false tests, and we're going to look at matching. So with true-false, it's actually pretty simple. I mean, here's the thing about true-false. Students basically have three answers they can give you. They can give you T for true, they can give you F for false, or they can give you some funky little letter that they hope you're going to interpret to their benefit. And that's what my students did. So we're not going to do that. They're going to write true or false. But here's the kicker. If an answer is false, they need to rewrite it as true and justify their answer with some evidence. If it is true, they need to explain why they know it's true. And that minor change can make a true-false question more rigorous. And what it really does is, instead of them guessing, they have to prove to you they know it. Now, matching test, same kind of thing, because they can really sort of guess. But there's a couple of ways you can do this. One, let's say I've got my standard 2-column. I've got 5 vocabulary words, 5 definitions. Here's what I'm going to do to make that more rigorous. I'm going to keep my 5 vocabulary words, but I'm going to do 7 definitions. So they have to figure out which ones actually match up. So it's not necessarily a straight up guessing piece. And that is really nice. Now, the other thing you can do, keep in mind you would want to vary the numbers, but the other thing you can do, depending on if your students are ready for it, is to do 3 columns. So instead of just matching maybe the words and a definition, you also have to do an antonym. Or if you're doing famous African-American women from history, you've got the women, you've got the time period, you've got their major accomplishment. So you can really vary it. And one that a teacher brought back to me that I just loved, she said with her gifted students, she had them actually create a 4th column. They had to figure out what the column would be, and they had to create the column and the answers and then match them up. So that's just a couple of quick ways that you can increase the rigor of traditional testing, particularly true, false, and matching.